Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, captures Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. The inner demons take over all of his equipment across Manhattan, seeking something called the Devil's Breath. At a re-election event for Mayor Norman Osborn, Jefferson Davis, a police officer who helped Spider-Man, is killed when the inner demons attack. Peter sees that their leader, Mr. Negative, is actually Martin Lee, someone who Peter knew. Osborn hires Sable International to help the police. Peter persuades Davis' son, Miles, to volunteer at Feast. Osborn withdraws funding from Otto Octavius' research into prosthetic limbs in an attempt to force Otto into working for him at Oscorp. Spider-Man learns that Devil's Breath is a weapon created by Oscorp accidentally whilst trying to cure disease. Lee steals the sample, but Peter and his estranged partner, Mary Jane, stop him. Octavius creates 4 enhanced limbs attached to his body controlled by his brain, because, as he reveals to Peter, he is suffering from a degenerative disease. Peter warns him that the limbs could damage his brain, so Otto continues to work in secret to spite Osborn. Spider-Man's greatest enemies, Lee, Electro, Vulture, Rhino, and Scorpion, escape prison and bring him to Otto, now calling himself Dr. Octopus. Doc Ock releases Devil's Breath on New York, which infects Peter's Aunt May. Osborn declares martial law and brands Spider-Man a fugitive. Spider-Man defeats his 4 previous enemies. Mary Jane infiltrates Osborn's penthouse and learns that Devil's Breath was developed to cure Osborn's terminally ill son, Harry, and that Lee was a test subject, which killed his parents but gave him his superhuman abilities. She learns that Lee has the only antidote. Spider-Man defeats Lee, but Doc Ock defeats Spider-Man and takes the antidote to Osborn. Meanwhile, Miles is bitten by a genetically modified spider that Mary Jane unknowingly carried from Osborn's penthouse. Peter builds an armoured suit to defeat Doc Ock, and Doc Ock reveals that he knows Peter is Spider-Man. With the antidote in his possession, he must choose between saving Aunt May or using it to save the population of New York, and he chooses New York. Before she dies, Aunt May reveals that she knows that he is Spider-Man, and that she is proud of him. 3 months later, New York has returned to normal, and Peter and Mary Jane rekindle their relationship. Miles reveals his new powers to Peter, so Peter reveals his own. Osborn enters a secret laboratory where Harry is kept in stasis with a black, web-like substance. As Osborn places his hand on the tank, the substance reacts and copies it. Thank you for watching, everybody. If it was a help to you and I just saved you playing the whole first game again, then please give this video a like and tell me below anything that I should do differently next time. My name is George, and this is Jam Punch, and I'll see you next time.